What's up, Dizzy Spades? What's going on?
So, I said, when you see me, it's must see TV. It's BME's Dizzy Spades in that ring. I go by Hollywood Hogan. Willie Ave is my block. And at the end of this interview, y'all gonna know my slogan. Everything is golden. It's Dizzy Spades, the cool guy, man. Next stop Hollywood. I'm looking good and smelling good. You looking good? You smelling good? It's next stop Hollywood, man. That's what we
Hi.
doing, man. What we doing today? Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk
What's up?
about
How you doing? How you doing? How's everything going?
Man, I'm feeling fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm really feeling great. Eh, like I don't know. Like Mondays don't disappoint me. I like Mondays, so
Me either. It's the start of the work week. What
yeah,
I got moves to make. Might as well. I'm ready.
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So just wanted to get into knowing you a little bit more as an artist, a little bit of background. So what first got you into music? Like what first made you want to be a rapper?
What made me want to first be a rapper was actually I would say like my family. My family is very musically inclined. My grandfather is a famous gospel singer, and my first cousins are Casey and JoJo. So I kind of watched them at the very beginning of their career. We're talking about like when they were just in Wingate, North Carolina, singing in churches and stuff like that. I watched them develop, and it's like a family tradition of doing music. I just happened to just do one. I just wanted to be a rapper. They were doing singing. I wanted to be. That was my little difference. Of all right, let me do this, and they do that, and I'm their super younger cousin. So it was like they were like 19 doing this stuff, and I was like 5, and like
Yeah, I
just
was gonna
doing
say because
like,
Casey and JoJo are a little bit up there in
oh
age.
yeah, they old, like
They older now.
they old and stuff like that. So it's like they were like 19, like they were really they were like teenagers or whatever, and I got to watch them and my grandfather, do shows and go on the road and stuff like that. And I would say that was probably my biggest inspiration to just I can do it too.
Yeah. Like just following in your family footsteps. Like it seems like you come from a very musically inclined family.
Yeah.
So you just went with it in your own way and decided that rap was what worked best for you.
At first, I didn't want to. At first, I didn't really want to do music. Like it really wasn't something I wanted to do. But it was. It's. I guess it was like a family calling. Like you know what, you got to punch your ticket in and do what the family's doing and stuff like that. So I eventually got on board and stuff like that. But it took a long time. I'm not gonna lie. It took a long time for me to really want to pursue music.
Yeah.
Like it's Casey and JoJo, so it's like that it's not that it's not no regular people and stuff like that. And then when you can actually like see the family of like, oh, I can show you I'm really related to these people, and it's like really like, oh, okay, and so it kind of put like a stigma on you because it's like if you're not gonna be better than your family members, then you shouldn't try at all. And then I'm
I
rapping.
mean,
That's just the stigma. I realized like they came out in the 90s and early, like they were that's when it was a rapper, when it was time to be a rapper for me, you had to like sell that dream of being authentic. And it's like, well, if your first cousins is Casey and JoJo, how tough or how outside are you and stuff like that? And then me being from Brooklyn and they from Wingate, we were traveling back and forth and stuff like that. So they're I'm from the city, they from the country. It was so
yeah.
much things to where you had to prove yourself as a rapper. So it did hinder me at first, but then when I realized, I can really do this too, and I just made it happen.
And it's crazy because now you have like, I was listening to Lost in Space and I was listening to The Sandlot. And I was like, he really just gave us three different types of flows within like the first minute and a half of the song.
Right,
So
right.
it seems like now you've gotten to a point where you are past that, definitely past that fear of like making music and living up to your cousin's standards. But now you've like developed to the point where you're like super versatile when it comes to your flow. So where did you like start to develop those at least three different types of flows that I heard on that song?
So I gave you three different flows, and I tried to do my little singing thing on the
Yeah, I know.
and what I would have to honestly say with that was it's really my brothers, my little brothers. Shout out to my brother who's on that album with me, Blue Dollars. My little brother Franco Vegas, Mills. It's just the people I was around at the time. They always had a lot of confidence in me with my music, and they always felt that I was willing to be the risk taker, the one to wear something odd or to stick out like a sore thumb. So it was like when it came to music and just rapping different or having different melodic messages and things of that nature, it was like, go for it. Like we're not gonna hold you back. And normally as an artist, you know, like that's something that artists think all the time. Are my friends gonna like it? Or are they gonna laugh at me?
Yeah,
Or like how are they gonna receive it? Or if
really.
I'm trying to talk about too much love and stuff like that. And I just had the support of my brothers to just fully go all the way with what I wanted to do artistically of just, yo, I want to sing, I want to rap, I want to come up with this, I want to do that. And they gave me so much confidence of what to do and how to do it. And I always had the know-how of what I wanted to do, but when you got the support of your friends that's around,
Yeah.
it's a different it's a different kind of machine, you know.
I always say that that support is definitely necessary if you're gonna make it in pretty much anything. I know, like, even doing what I do, like I have a real good support system. I have great friends that always watch and always put me on and
Salute to your friends,
really
yeah.
helps. You know,
Salute to the
yeah, I love
friends.
my friends. My friends are awesome. Yeah, I have like really good people around you, and that's what you really need. And I feel like that really allows you to flow and create with no hindrances. Like you don't put any boundaries on yourself because people are like, you could do whatever you want to do. And I support you with whatever you're going to do. So no issue.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I wanted to ask, like, what did you get into first? Because like as you said, you were scared to kind of release music. Did you get into battle rap first, or did you
So
like how did your battle rap career come up?
so I was always doing music after a while. Like in high school, I was known as the rapper. I was known as the crazy guy who was rapping and stuff like that. And what ended up happening was I started a group called Hoodfella All Star Gang in high school. And the Hoodfella part in back in the '90s, Bad Boy had a group named Hoodfellas, and we were in Brooklyn. They were from Harlem. We actually started making so much noise that we met each other like on some like we're hood fellas from here, they're hood fellas from here, and they were signed to Bad Boys. So we figured back then like, oh, we doing something to get enough attention or whatever. But what ended up happening was all of my brothers kind of started quitting to rap. Like they all had, and it wasn't like kids or nothing in their way. It was just like, nah, I just don't want to rap anymore. Like
Oh,
I'm just I just don't want to do it anymore. And me at the time, I just was like, all right, I still want to rap. So I started
yeah.
rapping with my cousin. And when I started rapping with my cousin, we had something called 100 Stacks. And we were very successful on the underground circuit. Like we were opening up for Mario, Dipset, uh, Remy Ma, Papoose. It was so many people we were opening up for. Ja Rule. Like we were one of those acts that when you were in New York in 2009, 2010, 2011, we were your opening act in for those 3 years. Then my cousin said he doesn't want to rap anymore, and we were about to get signed or whatever. And so I sat there and was like, damn, like I'm in two situations. My team quit on me.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? And I was sitting at my homeboy's crib. Shout out to my guy Blaze. I was with my guy Blaze, my guy Foot, and my guy Llama. And I was like, yo, I still want to rap. And if I could still rap, I would battle rap. And if I could battle rap, I'm gonna battle T-Rex. And this is before it happened or whatever. Like this was just, I'm just sitting in their house, just talking. And 2 years later, it ended up happening. So they kind of looked at me like, whoa, like I remember you was sitting in the living room saying if you was going to battle rap, you would battle rap T-Rex. And it happened in my first year. So with the battle rap, it kind of just was something to hold me off to figure out how to be a solo artist, because at the time I didn't know how to be a solo artist. I was always in a group
Yeah.
situation, and I wanted to be like the Wu-Tang and the Outcasts and stuff like that, but my team forced me to be a solo artist to where it's like, all right, now I have to figure out how to make songs on my own. And it took me a long time to do that. I want to say I'm now figuring out how to do that now. And I've been battle rapping for about 6 years and stuff. So I never understood when I was younger as a kid when they were like, "Yo, I'm 16 years in the game," and they'll be like 30, and I was like, "How the hell is that possible?" And it's like, what do you mean? And it's like I'm in that situation now. It's like I'm in my 30s, but I've been in the game for so long. So it's like I get it now. I understand it now. So
And
that's
it
where the battle
almost,
rap thing came. It was
almost like every person or artist I talk to has been doing this since they were like a teenager.
You
And
know
it's
what? I've
like,
been rapping since I was about 3. Like I've been rapping and performing since I was about 3 professionally. And it's only because of who my ties are of who
yeah,
I'm related to. So they always forced me to perform when I wasn't ready. And then when it was time for me to do the singing thing, I didn't want to do a singing thing. I wanted to be different. I
yeah.
wanted to challenge my family and do my own thing. So I had to grow up on my own and do that. And then when I got to do my own thing with my team said, you know what, we're not rapping with you no more. So I had to
Yeah,
figure it
that's
out
crazy.
again.
Like, how did you manage that transition from going to having a group to basically becoming a solo artist? Like, how hard was that transition for you?
I would say that it was probably one of the most challenging things ever because when I first started, I always had the idea of I can do this with my friends. I can be just a part of a piece because like I was saying, I wanted to be a part of like a Wu-Tang situation. Wu-Tang has like 14, 15 rappers, and with them it's like you know all of them. You know Ghostface, you know Raekwon, you know Method Man, you know all the individual rappers. They all got to put out their own projects. So I thought I would be a part of a situation like that. Like I had that much confidence in my team. But when they kind of stop rapping, and it's only some of them that still rap. Shout out to my guy Lama Low. He just dropped a project the other day. Um, but it's very few that rap. So it's like, what am I gonna do? Like I feel like I can still do it. Like I was still hungry for the rap. Like
Yeah,
I feel like that was the difference. I was really passionate, driven to
yeah.
really go for this,
I
and
was
well,
gonna say
they
like
just kill.
you gotta really be in it because it's a true passion of yours. Like some people get into rap and get into music just because it's a moneymaker. Like if I really create this persona and put out something that's hot, I could make some money off of it, and then I could go do what I really want to do. But if you're really interested in music and this is your real life passion, you can't really let anything stop you or hold you back. And now it seems like you have a good team where music is everyone's passion and like being creative and doing these things so everyone really enjoys to do,
And
which
you
is
know what's
nice.
interesting? Not to cut you off. I'm sorry, not to cut you off,
Okay.
but because you mentioned something about having a good team. What ended up happening in battle rap was with me being a battle rapper doing music, and I was really passionate about my music. I actually got around the people in battle rap who do the same, and they end up kind of being a part of my team also of just like let's push you in music and in battle rap so that like you can actually level up on this way. So it's like sometimes people look at me as a battle rapper, some people look at me as just the guy who does the Hollywood stuff, but
Mhm.
it's in my culture now. Like I've done enough in battle rap to where it's recognized like, oh, all right, Dizzy's a problem in either field he enters in. So I feel like it was worth it. It was a long journey, but it was worth it because I can stand on my own solo now, but when I
Yeah,
couldn't before, you know.
exactly. And you gotta recognize when something is the better option, when that door that was, closed in your face actually opened up a lot of new ones for you and allowed you to flourish as your own person, as your own artist. Now let's talk about this Hollywood persona that you have as a battle rapper and just as a rapper, period. Because I was listening to The Sandlot and there's a portion where they're like, go ahead, get Hollywood on them, and I'm like, oh, okay, so let me see what's going on with this. And it sounds smooth. Like that's the only way that I could really describe it, as opposed to the other two styles that you had showed before. This one just sounded like very, very smooth. So explain to me a little bit about this Hollywood persona.
So in battle rap, I'm known as the Hollywood Hogan of battle rap. Like I really walk around sometimes. You could catch me, oh no, it's Hogan in your city. Or you can catch me with the Hulk mask. You never know. You never know. And I was in high school. They used to have this strip. It was called Broadway, and I used to do shows on there all the time in my high school. I'm actually known for that. So it was like, oh, that's the guy who puts on the shows. So it was like I was already putting on shows,
Mhm.
and they kind of called me Hollywood back then. I never embraced the title. In battle rap, I ended up battling T-Rex, and I battled him in my neighborhood. T-Rex doesn't do that. Like that's a once in a lifetime type of situation I was in with T-Rex. So they was like, how the hell did you get to do that?
Yeah.
And it was just okay. I spoke to my guy Wally Doc, Free Wally Doc. He's incarcerated right now, but he was like, bro, you need to embrace what people are saying you do. Like you putting on the shows and stuff like that. And then my little brother's name is Franco Vegas. So it was like, well, he's already Vegas. I'm gonna be the Hollywood. Like I'm gonna do that. And it just took off. Like it took off. And then I started learning about manifestation, to be honest with you, with my wife. And my wife was telling me, well, if you really want something and you really want to focus, then go there, say that's what you want. So I started hashtagging every time I use the word Hollywood. I made it a bold statement. Then I started saying, you know what? I know where I want to go. My next stop is Hollywood. So I'm gonna start making that a bold statement. And then I started as a battle rapper, people always go like, well, battle rappers can't make music and battle rappers always scheme and stuff. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna come out with music. I'm gonna have 86 features, 86 movie titles, and all of my songs are gonna look like movies, 86 movies. And I'm gonna have 86 songs of just people just like, this is a movie song. And I went into that type of mode with it just to fully incorporate the Hollywood thing. And it was my way of saying I can be a solo artist by reintroducing myself. For anyone you might never heard of me when I was Hood Fellas. You might didn't know me when I was 100 Stacks. You're gonna know me when I'm Dizzy Spades. When I say I'm Hollywood, you're gonna know when I say it's Next Stop Hollywood. And then when you hear my 86 Summers, like you were saying, it has the smooth thing. I wanted to show people my versatility. Like I came from an era where you had to be tough with the raps. I came from that era where you had to be believable. And now I see what's going on with today's music. You got to be more party like. You got to be more appreciative, approachable to people, and people got to like your persona first, and then they buy into you. So I was like, if I give you 86 reasons to like me, I can't go wrong. Like I can't go wrong. And if I fail on 86, then we coming out with 94 next. Like we doing that. So I was so determined to flip the switch for people to buy into me and
Yeah.
my stuff now. So it was Hollywood. Like I know what, like I said, I knew where I wanted to go, and I feel like I'm gonna set Hollywood on fire. Like I feel like I got the energy, and
Yeah.
when you see me, it's must see TV. Like let's do it. Let's do
You
it.
gotta have that belief in yourself, in all honesty. Especially in this game, you have to believe in yourself, because there's gonna be times where people aren't gonna fuck with the shit that you put out. There's gonna be times where people are gonna talk down on you and they're gonna have, just a bunch of bad shit to say. But as long as you are focused on yourself, working towards all of your goals, and as you said, manifesting, because I wholeheartedly believe that's a real thing. Um, you can really get to wherever you really want to get to be
You
honest. So
can
if you continue like letting people know you Hollywood and that's the next step, that's exactly where you're gonna be. That's exactly where you're gonna be. And it's nice to see these different personas that you have, or these this versatility that you really display as a rapper. Because there's a lot of rappers that are stuck in the same flow, like people that are real, real big, big, big now that are stuck in the same flow. Like I feel like when I listen to the baby, every single song sounds the same.
Mhm.
But I mean, I fuck with him, don't get me wrong, but his flow never really switches up. So it's nice to be able to have a rapper that has developed their sound enough to know that they can flow in a lot of different directions. So I wanted to ask, like, which one do you tend to lean on the most? Like, which flow is your original flow that you first
Um,
developed?
I would say like so. Boom. What's so funny is my name. My name is Dizzy Spades, right? And with the Hollywood, like even though it's not Hollywood Dizzy Spades, in my mind, the way I put it was Dizzy's a persona, Spades is his own persona, and then Hollywood is his own persona. So it's like I learned how to be to be when it came to the rapping, I learned how to be Spades first. And that's why I had the money symbol in my name. And that was the more serious, that's the approach. Like, this is the guy when he raps, he's serious, he wants to get the money, he's
Yeah.
focused and stuff like that. Dizzy is the goofy, let's have fun. Like, look, I'm the life of the party, and the Hollywood was more of like, that's me polished. That's me showing you that, like, if Jay-Z can put on a suit, I could put on a suit too. Like
Yeah.
I could be that too and be that smooth. And to be honest with you, like, I feel like with my size and the way I perform, I could be like Heavy D. Like, Heavy D was a guy who, he was sitting there talking to the ladies, and he was uh,
Yeah.
see, I feel like I got that cool bop with me, and then
Yeah.
I got that little Busta Rhymes, like, what you and then I can also give you that. Look, I came from the projects. I came from here. Like, I want to be real with my artistry. Like, every day you can't be tough. Every day you can't be gangster. I'm a guy who's married. I love my wife. So I wanted to be one of those type of rappers. I wanted to be like T.I. when you could hear his music about females, but he's married. He got family shows
Yeah.
going on. I was looking at stuff like that, and and then being able to show in my music that I want to be one of those guys. Like, I want you to really listen to me. Like
Yeah.
play me back today, and then play me back 8 months now, and then see if I'm gonna give you that feeling. Like, you gonna feel like me and stuff like that. Even with the Lost in Space project, like, that was the first time I put out music in 6 years. But I also went and got my little brother, who never put out any music in our whole time of just being around each other, where he got to explain in songs like Far Blue his situation, songs like Jumanji, where I'm letting the world know, like, I pray for my brothers for our success. And then songs with like Fill the Dreams, where, like, I lost my pops last year. I lost two of my dear friends last year, like RIP to LB and RIP to Foot. Like, I wanted to be able to express those type of emotions of, like, I go through real things. I'm talking about my wife one time. I'm talking about my kids one time. I'm talking about my brothers. I'm talking about how we struggle. I'm talking about how we can have fun. I'm talking about, yo, let's get it together. Like, yo, we struggle together. It's the humility of music that I feel is missing in today, to where I wanted you to know my story. And I feel
Yeah.
like people be forgetting that now. Like,
There's no like, I feel like in today's music, a lot of the newer artists that are coming out are a lot more focused on like just making something that's like mainstream, something that's gonna hit, something that's gonna, like they're gonna feel it, but not anything that's truly vulnerable. Because we've reached this like stage, I guess, in our generation where everyone wants to be very nonchalant and everyone wants to be non-emotional. And it does translate in music. And there's not a lot of like a lot of people that I've spoken with and had the opportunities to do interviews with are the type of people that believe in being vulnerable on a track and like use music as an outlet, as like a therapy almost, or like their journal, like their songs are really their journal.
mhm.
So I feel like there's definitely a small amount of artists that are willing to do that and are willing to be vulnerable and are willing to let people in a little bit and have some sort of humility. The rap game is definitely missing humility. Um, so it's nice to see artists that still hold that as something that's valuable to them as far as who they are as an artist, because you don't really see that nowadays. Like a lot of people are just in it to do what they need to do and get to what they want to do next instead of like truly focusing and developing themselves as an artist and just as a person through their music.
See, and another thing about my name being Hollywood is, like, with Hollywood, I always am. I seen it as bright lights, so I started also saying follow the lights, and then, to me that was like a spiritual thing, because it was like me being able to show that I'm willing to express myself at all times, and you can see me, my ups and downs and stuff like that. If I'm telling you to follow the lights, if I'm telling you, like, go to where you want to go, do what you want to do in life, and you hear these positive messages from me, I also felt like that can translate better than my music, because
Yeah.
my music is good and stuff like that, but I try to keep that bold statement. That's why I make sure when I put that Hollywood bold statement of follow the lights, next stop Hollywood. Like these are signs and signals for you can live by every day of just saying, look, you don't want to be a musician, you want to be a teacher, you'll follow your dream, follow your lights, go there. And when you get there, you're gonna feel like you made it. You were a star on the block. That's Hollywood. That's what they do in Hollywood. They put the stars on the block. They remember them forever. And that was in my mind of, look, you make it there, you a star on your block, you made it forever. They can't forget you and stuff like that. So keep those positive messages and stuff like that. And it kind of worked with me in battle rap because I learned that in battle rap. I learned that battle rap is self-awareness classes. You have so many people taking the time to break you down and study your craft and see your flaws and tell you your mistakes. And in music, you don't really hear that too much about someone telling you your mistakes in music, but in
Yeah.
battle rap, you do. That's all we hear in battle rap. All we face is someone telling us our mistakes and our flaws, and you have to correct those things. You have to, and seeing who I was in battle rap, I'm a highly viewed battle rapper. I have over 2 million views, and I got my own podcast in battle rap. I represent one of the best leagues in the world, the Coliseum Battle League. It's called the most entertaining battle league in the world. So many people can tell you about your flaws. So it's like, I need to address my flaws. And I like Beyonce because my wife listens to Beyonce. She has the song Flaws and All. Like, she loves you, flaws and all. People will love you for your flaws.
Absolutely. As long as
You address them.
yeah,
You address
you
them.
have
People
to,
will love you for them. If you address them flaws and say, you know what, now that you told me my flaw, let me work on that. Because now I see it and I need to work on that. People love seeing that growth.
that because that's authentic and you take accountability for yourself. And there's a lot of people that lack that ability to take accountability for their own actions and the situations that they're in. So if you as an artist, I see you like, oh, he's really working on himself. Like he's just like me. Like we're all constantly working on ourselves. So it's nice to be able to see that and to, because I feel like a lot of celebrities, a lot of musicians, like they have this perfect persona where like you don't really see what goes on behind like their artistry. And if I feel like if we did see that, a lot of us more like us fans, like we would resonate more with who the artist is and their music, and it would make it a better experience for all of us. So it's nice to be able to see an artist that is willing to put that part of himself out there and take accountability and responsibility for who he is and to like work on your flaws.
Not
And
only that, that's my plan. Like, so you when you ask me about like Access Hollywood, that's my album title. And I wanted to put out something before that called The Degree of Difficulty to show that's a difficult task to do. That's a difficult thing to say, hey, let me show you my life. Let me show you I want to work on my flaws. Let me show you I'm human. Let me show you I'm just like you. Let me show you, look, I'm not one of these rappers saying like I got $1 million and I got I'm showing you I'm working on my way to get somewhere and be there. And it's a degree of difficulty to say you have that. And then since my name is Hollywood, I'm giving you access to see the behind the scenes of my life, just to know that, look, I see Drake do it. I see Kendrick Lamar do it. I see J. Cole do it. Those are people who I consider legends in the game, to where I wanted to be in that conversation. I didn't want to be like the regulars. I wanted to be in that conversation. So, and they came out with this type of music. So I'm doing that. But this is my life. This is something that when you watch videos that I have out Shark Tank and you see Impractical Jokers and I Am Legend and Jerry Rice, like I'm showing you my friends, my life, what we went through, the areas, just so you can get a glimpse of like when you see me level up, you've seen where we came from. You've seen the struggle. It was
mhm.
great difficulty. It was hard to do, but when you have a degree of something and you master something, you feel like you got it. It only lets you give you that reassurance that you can show everybody this is what I've been through. And that's why my project is Access Hollywood. And if you go through the 86 Summers, I put that whole movie there for y'all. I put
Yeah.
that whole movie there for y'all. So it's like, watch more Hollywood. Like, watch more Hollywood. You like movies, I like movies. Like, watch more Hollywood.
Exactly. I did want to talk about your next project, Access Hollywood, as we just did. So when can we be expecting a lot more from that project? Like,
So
you got any releases planned, any visuals planned? Like, what's going on with that?
Access Hollywood does currently right now. I have a few videos from Access Hollywood out. Like I was saying, Shark Tank is out right now, Impractical Jokers is out right now, Basketball Wives is out right now. Um, Jerry Rice is out right now. I'm forgetting something else. I have one more drink from Access Hollywood out on there right now, and my mom's is in that video, so that's mad dope. Um, America's Got Talent. That's what that joint is called. So those are from my album. Access Hollywood. I've been working on it for the last I want to say the last 5 years. I've been working on it. So I was fortunate enough to have visuals that's been just sitting there, but I have a release date. It's finally gonna be put out 7/30, which is my birthday. I'm
Oh,
gonna put
wow.
out I'm gonna put out Access Hollywood, and I'm gonna put out the degree of difficulty out in on June 19th or the 20th of this year. And if you know about last year, like when I started 86 Summers, that's actually the date that my pops passed. So it was a remembrance of for my pops. My pops was he like when I wasn't doing music for 6 years, just pursuing battle rap. He would always ask me like, "Yo, I need this music. I need music. What's up?" Like you was with these groups and like don't let them quit on you, make you quit. And I stopped doing music for so long, and I just kept rapping, and he just kept asking like, "Yo, I need some music. I need some music." And then unfortunately, 2020 was what it was or whatever.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it was just like, yo, 86 songs, I got you. I'm gonna show you a movie, pops. Like I always have that vision of like they're watching you still. So it's like watch me make this movie, and I'm gonna make it 86 times. So with the degree of difficulty, this is all after the 86 Summers. So it's like I really made 86 songs with 86 different people, and like shout out to my guy Fury and Big Dog K and Alpha Man
Yeah,
and Franco, and it's like I made music with so many people, and Sin Flea, like it was dope music, all
yeah,
dope music. And it's like I feel like now I made enough music to where people's like, well, where's your solo stuff? When can we
exactly.
hear you? Like it's like it took me a long time to get the courage to do this, and just to know I'm doing this for my pops, and stuff like that. It's real valuable to me, because when I dropped this project on my birthday, it's like my last song, it explains why I really want to do this music, which is beyond my grandfather and beyond me, beyond my friends. Like my very last song is like, it's called Who's Talking Now. And I put something at the very last point of it to let people know, like, I really do this for my kids. Like I really do this for my kids, and I can't wait to see my new one that's on the way. So it's like
Oh,
kind of dope like that. You feel me? So I'm one of those type of rappers. Like I'm trying to get those type of people to tune in with me and stuff like that. Like that's how human I am with mines. Watch more Hollywood, man. Follow the lights, man, because I try to bring that positive, good energy, vibes, have fun,
absolutely.
and all that. So we out here
Like
working.
we get a lot of different vibes from you. We get the family man who likes to talk about his wife and his kids. The we get the hood side. You like to talk about what you do on the street or what you used to do. We got like a vulnerable side where you like to talk about your emotions and how it feels to like lose people around you. And it's nice to be able to see all these different areas of you as a person, because it makes you a well-rounded artist. Like you'll have music out there for everyone that can really resonate with anyone at any point in time, which
Right.
is dope. And that's hard to do as an artist. It really is, because you're in your bubble and you create from your mind and your experiences. And that may not resonate with everyone. But if you're willing to speak about every experience and not just those that seem to be the most titillating or the most interesting, um, then you'll have a broader spectrum as far as who you can attract to your music and to your artistry, which is nice.
And then you know how they always say like battle rappers can't make music, right?
Yeah. In all honesty, I was gonna talk about that because
So,
there's not a lot of battle rappers
so,
that can make
so
music.
the thing is, I wanted to counter that. As you see, I have a shirt. It's launched and it has my podcast logo on it.
Mhm.
See, the thing, I don't think that it's not that battle rappers can't make music. It's that people don't know enough about battle rappers, their struggles, and what they have to deal with. So I said, Hollywood, you know what you got to do? You got to come out with this podcast, Year 86. What I end up doing, and I was started interviewing people. I started buying cameras and investing in and learning how to edit and do these type of things so I can start showcasing battle rap and their stories, just
Yeah,
so you can see, oh, these guys have the same type of struggles as the artists, and they might even focus on it a little bit more, and they might have even
absolutely.
deeper stories, and they might have things that if we knew more about, we would appreciate them more. So I wanted to take that time to focus on battle rap culture and giving back, because like I was telling you, 86 Summers in the Access Hollywood and the degree of difficulty, it was scheming. It's something that battle rappers do. It's like staying on topic and doing one thing and making it all make sense. So I said 86 movies make sense with a guy named Hollywood. Like, so if I was the was I if I'm able to explain that to people and go, yo, I got that from battle rap. And this is battle rap. Battle rap is self-awareness classes. Like I was saying earlier, like you have everyone telling you about your flaws.
Yeah,
Everyone.
absolutely.
Everyone's
Big
telling
old
you about your
comment.
flaws. Like that's all they doing, and people are laughing at your flaws. They clowning you for your flaws. They
No.
like don't have it to where something that's really affecting your home life. Battle rap is actually taking it there. So it's like I wanted
Absolutely.
to be able to explore my world of battle rap and bring it to people who just, you might not be a fan of it, or you might be a fan of some people, or you don't watch it, but if you've seen it from a different perspective of just, oh, these guys are not bad. Like, I love the art. I see why people dig what's going on in it. And I figured I was smart enough to just show that side of it. So it's like battle rappers can make music, but figure out and get to know a battle rapper, and then figure out his story, his struggle, and then go back and listen to his music.
Yeah.
I give him a chance now.
I feel like your Dizzy, the way he raps, it raps like a battle rapper on the track.
Yeah,
Like that's what I got from it. I was like, oh nah, he's hard hitting as soon as like straight off the dome, which is how battle rap goes. Like as soon as you're in there, you better be prepared for right off the rip to get assaulted by something or to have your business out there. So it was nice. Like it's nice to see that translated onto a track that has instruments behind it, because
hmm,
you rarely see that. Well, like battle rap is all acoustic. Like there is
right,
no real music behind it. So it's nice to be able to hear how that translates on a track. And it doesn't sound bad. It just sounds like like, you know how artists like have battles between each other.
hmm.
It sounds like that. Like, it's just like, it just sounds like that to me. Like, it just sounds like you're coming at everyone and you're letting them know, like, I'm here and what's up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You gotta let them know, man. I'm that nigga, man. You better pop lights, and I'm not playing with you, man. Or I'm
Absolutely.
trying to big boot head drop you or something, man. It get crazy out here. It get crucial. You know, it's the way you can switch into it. You know, it's the way you can just go into it. You know, like
So,
it's
last but not
cool.
least,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask if you have any advice for anyone that's trying to either get into battle rap or just into the music game, period. Like, what advice would you have?
The best advice I would tell anybody is to be yourself. And if yourself includes being a funny guy one day and being a serious guy one day and being I don't know, a business guy, be all those people. Like, show people you, and don't fight against being you. Like, if you are some nerdy guy who likes to play video games all day, like somebody likes that. Like, it's a lane for everybody in this for who's being themselves. And you should always challenge yourself to be yourself, and make yourself uncomfortable in new surroundings, and always be yourself. And I've learned that while being an artist in battle rap and in being an artist doing music, of just at one time I was very uncomfortable being a solo artist because I was used to being a group setting, and I just wanted to keep rapping and being on music. And then I had to drastically change and go to battle rap, but I just kept rapping, and now I'm solo. And now it's like, all right, now I'm a solo artist, and I'm ready to do all this music by myself, and really show people I can do the music. But now I have to go back into a whole new demographic of what's going on with music. And now I want to be real honest with my music and show people that I can be a human being and not a
Yeah,
fucking machine and robot and some plant that they create and all that. So that's the challenge there of that might be uncomfortable, but as long as I'm being myself and I can wiggle and maneuver and just be me and make it look Hollywood, make it look cool, and then somebody's gonna remember it, somebody's gonna appreciate
yeah,
it,
absolutely.
and they're gonna remember that forever. That's why I hashtag it and make it a bold statement. So be yourself and make it a bold statement. Like I
Absolutely.
don't think that's and that works in battle rap too, because like in battle rap you see battle rap it's exploding now. Like it's becoming one of the most watched things ever. It's millions of people who watch battle rap. It's millions of dollars in battle rap. You got Drake investing 100K right now in a tournament for URL. So it's like there's a lot. I made a lot of money in battle rap. I'm not gonna lie. I've made a lot of money in battle rap just being myself and being who I am. And there's plenty of opportunities in battle rap to where you might not even think, oh, I didn't know you could do that just based on being a battle rap. But be yourself, and you can't go wrong being yourself. Like you can't go wrong being
Yeah,
yourself. Like
exactly. I just battle rap is so interesting because I feel like it's a whole different section of rap that doesn't that a lot of people can't really compete with. Like you have to be at a certain level to be able to get into battle rap and to be able to handle it.
that's a
Because
fact.
as you said, like they are throwing all of your personal business right into your face,
That's
and
a
they
fact.
do not care if it's affecting you right now at this moment. If it happened yesterday and you know you're dealing with it at home, I do not care. This is a battle, and I think that there's a lot of people out here that wouldn't be prepared for that type of assault and that type of verbal assault at that. Like, I don't think there's a lot of people that would be prepared. So it's like a different. I've watched a few, like don't get me wrong, and I'm just like ooh ah the whole time. Like, so it's a different section of rap that I feel doesn't get
It's the purest
hasn't
form of hip hop, right?
yeah,
Purest
absolutely.
form
Like
of hip
it's
hop.
just
It's where you're gonna get. It's where you miss, like if you come from that era of missing like 90s music or early 2000 music of just hearing raw, authentic,
yeah,
going back and forth spars of what's going on. You're gonna get that in battle rap. But what ends up happening and what makes it very interesting is you don't know the behind the scenes. And it's like you want to know the behind the scenes. So if you want to know the more behind the scenes, we got that covered. You can watch Year 86, man. Year 86. We have a YouTube channel. You can watch us on launchglobal.tv. You can catch me on the Coliseum Battle League, which is the most entertaining battle league in the world. And I'm a person who I've been on URL, King of the Dot, RBE. I've been on every big platform in battle rap. I've battled the top names like T-Rex and those names that people love and stuff like that. So it's like I can tell you the inside scoop. I am the tour guide for that. I'm telling you, go watch that podcast. Go
yeah,
watch the 86. Like it's really dope, man. I got like a great staff. Shout out to TY. Shout out to MR. Shout out to Legendary Hirsch. And these people give you like you see that feeling that you're saying like, ooh, this is so interesting. We can tell you why. What makes it even better? Like battle rap is like Gossip Girls or something like that. Like when you know the inside scoops of the
I
story,
know, because
like
like sometimes I watch and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with these rappers personally to understand like everything that's being thrown at them right now. I just know that it's some shit going down at this moment. So it would be like that's definitely a great platform to have because I never know the behind the scenes or what's really going on or how these people get these information because it seems like everyone knows so many details about each other. And I'm just like,
it's a
where are we
culture. It's
getting
a
this?
culture. So you
Yeah,
gotta realize like it's like being in a bubble of just like or living in a community together. Like it's like all right. You ever seen like how they always do this in like old white movies with the high schools? Like them high schools, it's like every kid knows every kid and
yeah,
every parent knows, and yeah, that's Jonathan Esther's kid, and like they all know each other, stuff like that. Battle rap is just like that, but then it just matches with real life. So real life drama happens within it to where it's like if you a fan and you watching it, it's really like watching Love and Hip Hop or something like, oh word, they did what?
Yeah.
And then you be surprised at how deep it goes of like relationships get ruined and
Oh,
all it get deep. It get
it
deep.
gets crazy in battle rap. I love battle rap. I'm not gonna hold you. It's
deep.
definitely something that I didn't discover originally. Like I've been listening to rap music, but then like I was on YouTube one day and I just saw it and I was like, this is tough. Like I never, it's like legit a verbal, just like annihilation. Like you really got to be prepared and you have to legit come in there as a wordsmith. Otherwise, it's not gonna work out for you. It's just not. Like you got to be prepared to take blows and to throw them as well. And if you're not, you just gonna be booed out that place. I like, I don't know. Battle rap is definitely a different feel. I would love to actually be able to go to one, but those things are like so exclusive. Like you said, like it's a community.
Look, so boom, like I said, Hollywood's the tour guide, and we have something like I'm a part of something called the Coliseum Battle League. We're like I said, we're the most entertaining battle league in the world. Like that's our stand. It's known throughout the world. We have something called the Cali Vibes, like, and we're so cool. Like no other league has better vibes than us. Like if you were a first time person who's never been to a event before, if you go to a Coliseum event, you're gonna never want like you'll go to other events just to see how they match up. And I'm talking about from URL to King of the Dot to We Go Hard. Like I don't care where you go, you're not gonna get that same experience of what you get at a Coliseum event because it has that family vibe. It has that, ooh, if you a first time person and you know you're gonna see dope battles and you're gonna see
Yeah,
the drama between back and forth, but then you're gonna also see the human side of battle rap. You're gonna see that, oh, these niggas move around like co-workers and they really make sure that they put on a good show for someone like yourself who you might never seen this in person before.
yeah,
So we want to make sure that when you go home, you gonna be like, yo, I never forget that. Like I made World Star off of battle rap, and then the person who I made World Star from battle rap, Benji Lolo, he makes World Star every time he battle raps. Like every single time he goes out there, he battle raps. Right now, he's currently known as Sub-Zero, and Mortal Kombat just came out.
yeah,
Guy who
absolutely.
played Sub-Zero is actually retweeting and posting the clip of what Benji Lolo did at my league at Coliseum. That's why we're the most entertaining battle league. Like you
Yeah,
can't match that. Like this is the actual guy who was Sub-Zero in the movie. He is yo, I know Benji Lolo. Like you welcome to the Lin Kuei clan, my guy. Like that's Mortal Kombat shit. Like you can't take away nothing that and that's what makes it so dope. Because if you watch that
yeah,
clip of what this nigga did to somebody and how he brung Sub-Zero into battle rap, you're gonna be like, oh nah, I want to see that next time. So it's like we bring that energy. That's what makes us cool with what we do at our establishment. And battle rap is just really cool when you see the insides of it. Like
yeah.
I can get with this. Like I can get with it. It's not
I
bad.
mean, I already fuck with battle rap, but I feel like once I take a listen to Year
So boom,
86
I'll tell you this.
and
Hollywood is giving you the invite right now. Right now at our next event. I believe our next event is like in June. I think it's like June 25th. I'm not too sure the date, but it's called the Cali Vibes. I will personally give you the invite from myself, Hollywood, Dizzy Spades, Ye 86. You are invited. And you gonna get to see and experience what it's like to be at a battle rap event. And I promise you, you will not regret it. You're gonna have
that's
probably.
awesome. I want to go so bad. So that's dope. Thank
I
you so
promise
much.
you it's gonna be dope. I promise you it's gonna be dope. You're gonna be like, oh nah. You gonna want to tell everybody. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those. Like they starting to open up the doors for Corona.
Yeah,
We about to start. We about to be outside looking crazy.
absolutely.
We about to be outside
Absolutely.
looking crazy. It's about to be one of those. It's about to be one of those. I promise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But thank you so, so much for joining me
Appreciate
today.
it.
This was
Appreciate it.
such a great conversation. I learned a lot about battle rap that I did not know before. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining me on this platform. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, man.
Appreciate y'all. Hollywood. Yeah, 86. Make sure y'all tune into that, man. It's fire. It's a dope ass platform. Everything, man. We out here. Coliseum shit. Season 4, everything golden. I told you at the end of this shit, y'all gonna know my slogans. Everything golden.